Okay, good morning all. Welcome to Royal Palace online chemistry classes. So in the last class we have done with introduction part of electrochemistry. What is electrochemistry? It is branch of chemistry which deals with interconversion of chemical energy to electrical energy as well as electrical energy to chemical energy. Based on that interconversions, we have divided electrochemical cells, electrochemical cells into two types. This we have seen yesterday. First type is galvanic or voltaic cells, and another type is electrolytic cells. So in the last class we have discussed up to this differentiation. So what are electrochemical cells? Electrochemical cells are nothing but the cells which are capable of converting chemical energy to electrical energy and vice versa. That is, chemical energy can be converted to electrical energy can be converted to chemical energy. Such type of cells we are calling them commonly as electrochemical cells. Now we divided that into two types, galvanic and voltaic, and electrolytic. Now what is galvanic cells or voltaic cells? These are electrochemical cells which converts chemical energy to electrical energy Such type of cells we call it as galvanic cells or voltaic cells, right? Similarly, what are electrolytic cells? The electrochemical cells which converts electrical energy to chemical energy are called as electrolytic cells. So now we are studying in detailed description of galvanic or voltaic cells. That is, one example for galvanic or voltaic cells is Daniell cell. So yesterday I stopped at this topic. What is a Daniell cell? It is an example of galvanic or voltaic cell. Means what happens in Daniell cell? Chemical energy gets converted to electrical energy. Now let us see the simple basic construction of Daniell cell. What Daniell cell is made up of. Okay. I am drawing here two beakers. I am drawing here two beakers. In these beakers, in one beaker, I would like to place zinc rod, one electrode, and in another beaker, I would like to place copper rod. Zinc rod is dipped in its electrolytic solution, that is zinc sulfate solution. Copper rod is dipped in its electrolytic solution, that is copper sulfate solution. Copper sulfate solution. Here I am writing aqueous. Aqueous means solution state mixed with the water. Here zinc solid, copper solid, because they are electrodes. Now this zinc rod and copper rod, both of them are connected through voltmeter, or you can take ammeter also, ammeter or voltmeter. And these two beakers are also connected to each other through salt bridge, through salt bridge, through salt bridge. This is the basic construction of Daniell cell. It contains two beakers, two electrodes, one ammeter or voltmeter, and one salt bridge. Zinc rod is dipped in zinc sulfate solution. This is especially we will take under standard conditions, we will take 1 molar solution. Similarly, copper rod is dipped in copper sulfate solution. Under standard condition, here we will take 1 molar copper sulfate solution. Now what happens here, what happens in this case, when both of these electrodes are connected, okay, through a voltmeter, okay, through a voltmeter, and once the switch is on, once the key or switch is on, then what happens, you will observe that the electrons or the voltmeter starts deflecting, current starts flowing. And what is happening in this case, how does current is generated is, as I said you, in any electrochemical reaction, any electrochemical cell, which type of reactions occurs, what is the basis of electrochemistry, which type of reactions? Redox reactions. Redox reactions. What are redox reactions? The reactions in which oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously are called redox reactions, right? And also we have talked about spontaneous and non-spontaneous reactions, right? Okay. Now let us see what happens in this Daniell cell. So if you see at the working of the Daniell cell, this is the construction of Daniell cell, okay? And now coming to the working of the Daniell cell. When zinc rod is dipped in zinc sulfate solution, when zinc rod is dipped in zinc sulfate solution, what happens means the zinc electrode or the zinc undergoes oxidation. Zinc undergoes oxidation, that is Zn solid is converted to Zn plus 2 ions in the solution, aqueous solution, plus 2 electrons. That means here what is happening, from this rod, zinc atoms are getting dissolved into the solution as which ions? As Zn plus 2 ions, as Zn plus 2 ions. Leaving electrons in the rod. in this rod, leaving the electrons on the zinc rod. Ions are leaving into the solution, electrons are present in the rod now presently. And what happens in this case, once the circuit is complete, these electrons start moving from zinc rod to copper rod. The electrons now they are moving from this side, zinc side to copper side. So what happens at this electrode means, at copper electrode, the electrons are taken up by the copper ions. At copper electrode what happens? The electrons are taken up by the copper ions. That means copper is undergoing, Cu plus 2 ions are undergoing reduction and they are getting deposited on the rod. So what is happening? Electrons transferred from here to this rod. From here what is happening is, copper plus 2 ions will take those electrons and they will get deposited on the surface of the electrode. Here zinc atoms are dissolving into the solution. Here copper ions are deposited on the electrode. Here what is taking place? Oxidation is taking place. Oxidation. Okay. At zinc electrode, oxidation is taking place. Here what is taking place? Reduction is taking place. Here reduction is taking place. Okay. So I am writing this one, as you know, basically oxidation always takes place at anode, reduction takes place at a cathode, that everyone knows, right? So I am writing here, this reaction is occurring at which electrode? At anode, because it is which reaction? It is oxidation reaction. It is oxidation reaction. So at anode oxidation is taking place. Which oxidation? Zinc is undergoing oxidation to Zn plus 2. Similarly, I am writing here at cathode. At cathode. At cathode what should happen? Basically reduction. Which reduction here? Copper plus 2 ions, reduction to copper atoms, right? Now if I take the net reaction, if I consider net equation, means I am combining these two now, I am combining these two, then what will be the net equation? Net equation I can cancel, as you know, you have seen in a redox this one first year how to add this. Left side electrons, right side electrons gets cancelled and you need to add this equation, right? So reactants one side, products one side, zinc solid plus here copper plus 2, aqueous gives rise to, what is the product here? Zn plus 2 ion, Zn plus 2 ions, aqueous plus what, one more product, copper. In which state? In solid state, means it is getting deposited, copper is getting deposited. Okay. This is the net equation you will get, and in this particular cell at standard conditions, means if you take 1 molar copper sulfate, if you take 1 molar zinc sulfate, standard condition means 1 molar you should take, right? Okay, unit molar you will say, and at 25 degrees centigrade the potential, okay, the energy produced by this cell is 1.1 volt. We are saying here we are connected ammeter or voltmeter. This meter reads 1.1 volt. When 1 molar zinc sulfate and 1 molar copper sulfate is taken, how much will be the value? 1.1 volt will be the EMF or the potential in this cell. Okay. Now just I would like to say once again, Daniell cell construction we are saying here, 2 beakers, 2 electrodes. One electrode is zinc rod, another electrode is copper rod. Zinc rod is dipped in which solution? Zinc sulfate solution, 1 molar zinc sulfate solution. Copper rod is dipped in which solution? 1 molar copper sulfate solution. Both of the rods are connected externally through voltmeter, and both of the solutions are connected through what is the apparatus I said you? Salt bridge. They are connected through salt bridge, this U-shaped tube. Okay, this one we are calling it as salt bridge. Okay. So one more thing in this I would like to say, how this cell is working. At anode oxidation occurs, at cathode reduction occurs. Which is undergoing oxidation? Zinc. So zinc rod is anode. Now zinc rod is anode. At cathode reduction takes place. Which ions are getting reduced? Copper ions. So what is copper here? Cathode. Here copper rod is cathode, right? At anode oxidation is taking place, at cathode reduction is taking place. Okay. And now once the oxidation and reduction is occurring, that net reaction we are writing like this, with net EMF or the potential, how much potential it is generating? 1.1 volt. Okay. Now you can see here 1.1 volt of energy or electricity is produced, right? Potential is produced. And also now we would like to name this 2 compartments now. That is, this beaker with zinc rod is called as oxidation half cell. It is called as oxidation half cell because in this half of the cell oxidation is taking place. This is complete Daniell cell. When you see this one beaker with 1 zinc rod is 1 half cell you consider. This 1 beaker with 1 copper rod you consider another half cell. So in this half oxidation is taking place. So oxidation half cell. In this half reduction is taking place. So it is called as what? Another name, reduction half cell. Reduction half cell. Okay. So it is called oxidation half cell, it is called reduction half cell. What is oxidation half cell? Consist of zinc rod dipped in zinc sulfate solution. What is reduction half cell? Consist of copper rod is dipped in copper sulfate solution. It is also called as another name, it is also called as anodic half cell. It is also called as what? Anodic half cell. This one is also called as cathodic half cell. This one is also called as what? Cathodic half cell. Why? Because at anode oxidation is taking place, so anodic half cell. At cathode what is happening? Reduction. Reduction is happening, so it is cathodic half cell, another name for this. And for half cell we will also use another term. Half cell sometimes also referred as redox couples. It is also referred as redox couple, half cell. Okay, another name for half cell. That means this is oxidation redox couple or anodic redox couple. This is reduction redox couple or cathodic redox couple. Now what does redox couple actually mean? Redox couple actual meaning is any electrode when it is dipped in its electrolytic solution, any electrode, not only zinc, not only copper, you take any one, platinum, aluminum, any other electrodes, when they are dipped in their electrolytic solutions, then that set is called as redox couple. Okay, that So, redox couple basically any metal in contact with its electrolytic solution. So, why we are calling it redox couple? Because when zinc rod is in contact with zinc sulfate solution, it is undergoing which reaction? Oxidation, right? Similarly, when when copper is in contact with copper sulfate solution, what is happening? Reduction, right? So commonly we are calling it any metal when it is in contact with its solution, any metal when it is in contact with electrolytic solution, what is happening on the metal? Okay, for example, if you take zinc, electrons are getting accumulated on the zinc electrode, right? So the electrode may get negatively charged or the electrode may get positively charged. That is, if oxidation takes place, then the electrode may become what? Negative with respect to solution. Solution acquires positive charge. Because electrons remaining here, ions will go outside. So ions are outside now, Zn plus 2 ions. Electrons are inside now. So electrons are accumulated in the rod, positive charges outside the rod. Similarly, if positive charges are inside the rod, negative charges will be outside the rod. Now you will find that if the rod is negative, the surrounding layer is positive. If the electrode is positive, then the surrounding layer becomes negative. So what is happening here? A potential difference is created, right or not? Negative charges and positive charges. Whenever two opposing charges are adjacent to each other, what will happen? A potential is generated, right or not? So due to redox couple, what is happening? Either oxidation or reduction is happening. So due to this, what is happening? Potential is generated. That potential we are calling it as electrode potential. We are calling it as what? Electrode potential. So when any electrode is dipped in its solution, the electrode may acquire negative charge and it gets surrounded by positive charge, or the electrode may acquire positive charge surrounded by negative ions. Okay? Due to this positive and negative charges, what will happen? Potential is generated, right? Potential is generated. Such type of potential we are calling it as electrode potential. So what is electrode potential? It is the potential difference between, or it is the potential generated when the electrode is dipped in its electrolytic solution, or the potential difference between the metal and its electrolytic solution is called as electrode potential. Understood? So the potential difference between electrode and its solution. This is electrode, this is metal, this is solution. Understood now? So the potential difference between the metal and its solution and its electrolyte is said to be which potential? Electrode potential. Understood up till here? Understood? So redox couple means what? Whenever any metal is placed in any metal solution, then what will happen? There will be either oxidation takes place or reduction takes place. That's why we call this one as what? Redox couple. Redox couple means metal present in the solution. Understood? So due to this, what is happening? Either metal will get negative charge surrounded by positive ions, or metal will get positive charge surrounded by negative ions. Whenever there is a potential, whenever there is electrons and positive charges, then automatically what will happen? Potential is generated. Such potential which is generated between the metal and its solution, we are calling it as what? Electrode potential. So here electrode potential is created. Here also electrode potential is created. Due to this electrode potential only, electrons are moving from zinc rod to copper rod. Understood? So, this electrode potential is, you can also call it a standard condition, you can also call it as, based on the process, you can also call it as either reduction potential or oxidation potential. You can also call it as reduction potential or oxidation potential. That means, if oxidation is happening, then the potential generated is called oxidation potential. If reduction reaction is happening, then the potential generated is called which potential? Reduction potential. Common word you can use is electrode potential, and according to IUPAC convention, reduction potential is always conveniently called as electrode potential. So, you should assume that always anywhere if you listen the word electrode potential, it is automatically understood that reduction potential, it is equal to what? Reduction potential. Okay. Then we will go into the detailed mechanism or the description of this cell in the next class. Okay. Thank you.